Yeah, we're at the track covering the Sport of Kings. Coming up, from Jamaica's road to the Triple Crown Series, a grey horse puts his feet up as the island's best 3-year-old. In England, the World Boss Frankie Dettori makes headlines on Guineas weekend at Newmarket, and the Kentucky Derby story big for Venezuelan jockey Javier Castellano. We remember him winning the 2013 Trinidad and Tobago Derby aboard Bigman in town for Jamaican trainer Gary Subratie, and he is at the pinnacle now celebrating his biggest career triumph. Our opening story from Jamaica.
Where weekend racing at Caymanas Park featured the last phase of the road to the Triple Crown Series with major prep events for next month's Guineas. Let's start with the fillies, 13 of them going in the Portmore. The undefeated 7-horse Bootylicious with in-form rider Rian Lewis up for trainer Ian Passad, the heavy favourite. There's the field for the 7.5 furlong run for $3 million Jamaican dollars. Top contenders: number 4, Princess Sharon at 6-1, Thornbird Stakes winner Bootylicious, boasting 3 wins from 3 starts in the 7 box as the 1-2 favourite. Mamma Mia is the 9 horse at 9-1, and her stablemate, number 13 Talita, is the 5-2 second favourite. Down the back stretch, it's Mamma Mia, last year's cash pot only one for me trophy winner, setting the early splits, chased by Bootylicious with Duracell and Talita also stalking. Ace commentator Bran Rickman picks them up coming off the final bend.
As they go thundering past the 5/16th, and it is Mamma Mia on the lead. Here now is Bootylicious, the unbeaten one, kicking in on the outside. Mamma Mia fighting off Bootylicious. Talita now asked to produce a rundown on the rail, may have to be switched off. It's Mamma Mia, Bootylicious and Talita running all over the place, swerving as if drunk as they're arriving at the quarter pole. Mamma Mia, and here now on the rail, that is Talita kicking in late, and Talita now kicks in and grabs the lead. This is the Portmore. It is Talita beginning to run away from them under devastating Dane Dawkins. Talita wins by 5 or more over Mamma Mia.
Talita under Dane Dawkins and left-handed encouragement quickens away in deep stretch for the win by a widening 5 lengths. She took a lot of work throughout but gave the champion rider the response he wanted in the end.
Leaving the tree further and I asked her. She wasn't giving me anything. And I was saying, what the hell is this? So I keep on push her, give her a couple cracks, come in the straight. She started responding, so I said, okay mama, let's go then.
Talita, after completing back-to-back wins last October, was a fairly good second in the early April Thornbird Stakes behind Bootylicious and snaps a 4-race winless run now for trainer Jason Da Costa.
Well, we always had high hopes for her in the back end of last season. She had a few little niggling issues that we dealt with. We gave her a little rest and brought her back, and she was a much improved filly this season.
Talita, as the 5-2 second favourite, wins the Portmore over Mamma Mia in a 1-2 finish for owner Carlton Watson and trainer Da Costa, who had a whopping 5 wins on the afternoon. The 24-1 bet Arias Rain third. Talita's winning time for 7.5 furlongs, 1 minute 34 and 2/5 of a second. 24 hours later, the turn of the Colts and Geldings in the Kingston, 12 entries, and like the Portmore, 7.5 furlongs for $3 million Jamaican dollars. In post position 2, last year's champion 2-year-old and big favourite here at 3-5, Mojito, who won December's SBL Jamaica 2-year-old stakes and recently the Prince Consort Stakes. Good betting support too for number 9 Huntsman at 3-1 and number 10 Ability, the 2-1 second favourite. Rickman picks them up mid-race.
They're about to arrive at the half mile in the Kingston, and going into that turn, Mojito now attacks Ability, and these two share it. Huntsman right in behind them, hoping for them to fold as they lead the 7/16th. A break back to Anonymous. Ridgeliner is the one running the rail. Burning Valor now asked to make some progress. Sensational Move begins the move as they're arriving at the 5/16th and coming into the lane. The big Mojito has taken charge. Huntsman will try to run him down. Ability left back with work to do, but it is Mojito out in front and in charge with 3/16 remaining. Mojito beginning to power away from this field. Huntsman running best of the rest, but can't touch this. It is Mojito. It's all over, it seems, inside the final furlong. It is Mojito out in front as 16th remaining. Is this the new intercontinental ballistic missile at Caymanas Park? And Mojito wins the Kingston in fine style.
Well, we didn't think there was a better 3-year-old in the country. Now we are pretty sure there isn't. Complete authority here in a 15-length win for the Great Colt Mojito by Savoy Stomp out of the Zanjero Mare, 50 Shades of Ray. None of the previous Kingston winners went on to win the Derby, and I guess the stage is set for that narrative to change now as this colt is showing Triple Crown potential. Jockey Dane Dawkins says he didn't think there was much of a threat to Mojito, who both he and trainer Richie Azan believe is a fantastic horse.
I wasn't thinking about any horse, I know what my horse can do, and I go in the race with a free-minded.
He has improved tremendously. I hope he'll continue like that because he's really a very nice horse. And I'm thinking he's one of the better horses that I've owned and trained.
Richard Azan's Mojito delivers big time in the Kingston as the 3-5 favourite. Huntsman at 3-1 and 48-1 bet. Sensational move chased in vain. 133 flat, the winning time for 7.5 furlongs for trainer Azan, who co-owns the colt with Alexander Haber.
Let's head to Newmarket now, where the 52-year-old top jockey Frankie Dettori appeared in his last English Guineas races, this being his retirement year.
And Dettori did, as you would expect, grab some of the major headlines in Saturday's £500,000 Kipco 2000 Guineas over a mile. He is here aboard the 7-2 second favourite, Caldeon, close to the lead and waiting to pounce.
Caldeon without in front, High Royal. Towards the far side is Noble Star and Royal Scotsman, but it's Caldeon who is out by a length and a half. High Royal, Royal Scotsman giving pursuit, but it's Caldeon out in the clear, and Caldeon will give Frankie Dettori and Andrew Balding Guineas success.
Surging ahead of the 125-1 outsider High Royal with Oisin Murphy aboard, Caldeon benefits from a super ride from the Italian Dettori, who gets his 4th 2000 Guineas win at Newmarket.
Unbelievable, yeah. I don't want to cry, I want to enjoy it. And amazing.
In his last ride in the 2000 Guineas, Dettori steers Caldeon to win by a length and 3/4 for trainer Andrew Balding, clocking 141.64 for the mile on the Newmarket turf for owners Judmont, who last won this Guineas race in 2011 with Caldeon's sire, the brilliant Frankel. Dettori was also in Sunday's Phillies 1000 Guineas, but was only 8th. Oisin Murphy, beaten into 2nd by Dettori in the 2000 Guineas the previous day, made sure he wasn't topped this time. In the blue silks of Godolphin, the 27-year-old robust with this ride aboard Maj to fend off the favourite Tahira.
As they make their way now down inside the dip, Tahira and Morge are pulled clear in the Guineas. Driver on the far side, Matilda McCott. Tahira hasn't got past Morge yet, who is digging in. Morge in the blue, Tahira over on the far side, still about a head or so down, still out in front, Morge. Tahira still cannot get by. Morge drifting to the right, has won the Guineas.
Maj, by a half length, has to work really hard for the English 1000 Guineas, topping the 6-4 favourite Tahira, clocking 137.92 for the 8 furlong trip for world-famous owners Godolphin, who also had a big weekend win at New York's Belmont in the Fort Marcy Stakes.
And now to that Kentucky Derby story, contentious for some, including the top Barbadian trainer Safi Joseph Jr., but the 10 furlong run for the Roses, ecstatic for the Venezuelan jockey Javier Castellano.
Horror for Safi Joseph Jr. on the eve of the Derby. 2 of his horses collapsed and died of unknown causes. Churchill Downs' reaction: withdrawing Joseph's Derby entry Lord Miles and suspending the Barbadian, citing what it called reasonable concerns about the condition of his horses given the unexplained sudden deaths. Churchill Downs also scratched 4 other Derby entries because of safety-related reasons. Overall, 7 horses died at Kentucky's Churchill Downs during the week, and Joseph, the current Gulfstream Park champion trainer in Florida, told WDRB local TV he believes his treatment was unfair, given the fact that investigations hadn't provided evidence of wrongdoing. On Derby Day, though, a thriller for the 15-1 shot Maze, ridden by Javier Castellano, setting himself up here for the winning charge with this wide run.
Who's Bills has turned for home on top. Kings Barnes, here's Mage coming strongly down the outside. Angel of Empire is putting in his run, and there's 1 furlong to run. 2 Bills on the inside, trying to hold off Mage. Mage has taken the lead here as they come into the final 16th, and it is going to be Mage to win the Kentucky Derby.
I never give up. I always try hard, do the right thing. It took me a little while to get there, but finally get it.
The 2013 T&T Derby winner with Bigman in town, Javier Castellano, celebrates his first ever Kentucky Derby win in his 16th try, piloting the 15-1 bet Mage to victory by a length over 2 fills with a 4-1 favourite Angel of Empire in 3rd. 2:01.57 the winning time for the 10 furlong Kentucky Derby trip. Winning trainer Gustavo Delgado, like Castellano, from Venezuela.
We've been at the track, covering top stories. and exciting races in the Sport of Kings. Check us out again next week.